My question involves how to go about dealing with complex nesting of templates, also called partials, in an AngularJS application. The best way to describe my situation is with an image I created. As you can see, this has the potential to be a fairly complex application with lots of nested models. If application is single page, so it loads an index.html that contains a div element in the DOM with the enview attribute. For circle 1, you see that there is a primary navigation that loads the appropriate templates into the enview. I'm doing this by passing $routeParams to the myApp module. Here is an example of what's in myApp: Angular, module myApp, config $routeProvider, function $routeProvider, $routeProvider, when job/jobId/zone/zoneId, controller, JobDetailController, templateUrl, assets, job_list_app/templates/zone_edit.html, when /job/jobId, initial_inspection, controller, JobDetailController, templateUrl, assets, job_list_app/templates/initial_inspection.html, when job/jobId/zone/zone/id/rooms/rooms/roomId, controller, JobDetailController, templateUrl, assets, job_list_app/templates/room_edit.html. In circle 2, the template that is loaded into the enview has an additional subnavigation. This subnav then needs to load templates into the area below it. But since enview is already being used, I'm not sure how to go about doing this. I know that I can include additional templates within the first template, but these templates are all going to be pretty complex. I would like to keep all the templates separate in order to make the application easier to update, and not have a dependency on the parent template having to be loaded in order to access its children. In circle 3, you can see things get even more complex. There is the potential that the subnavigation templates will have a second subnavigation that will need to load its own templates as well into the area in circle. For how does one go about structuring an AngularJS app to deal with such complex nesting of templates while keeping them all separate from one another? Well, since you can currently only have one enview directive, I use nested directive controls. This allows you to set up templating and inherit or isolate scopes among them. Outside of that, I use ngswitch or even just ngshow to choose which controls I'm displaying based on what's coming in from $routeParams. edit. Here's some example pseudocode to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. With a nested subnavigation, here's the main app page directive for the subnavigation, template for the subnavigation, template for a main page from primary nav controller for a main page, from the primary nav directive for a subarea,